Runnemede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 entitled the Open Public Meetings Act. Sorry, they added a word there. The time, date, and location of this meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying in retrospect, as well as posting notices in the Borough Hall, Runnemede Post Office, Mary Vold School, Alliant Bingham School, and Grace Downing School, and the Runnemede Public School District website. Please rise. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. This is all. This is not right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call board members. Look, I'm going to tell you exactly what's different. I know every word of this thing by heart for 20 years. I can tell you. Okay, the pledge isn't there. Yeah, roll call board members.
Ms. Beebe.
Here.
Ms. Davey.
Yeah.
Ms. Davidson.
Yes.
Mr. Lego.
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien.
Yes.
Ms. Sams.
Yes.
Ms. Warner.
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella.
Yes.
Ms. Spalding.
Yes.
We have a quorum.
Also present, yeah, Mark Iannucci, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sean McCarron, Business Administrator, Ms. Jade Yezzi, Principal, Bingham and Downing Schools, Mr. Steve Peely, Principal Volt School, Mr. Steve Maloney, Vice Principal Volt School, Ms. Gladys Hubbard, Director of Special Education, and Mr. Frank Hines, I saw her, Supervisor of Building and Grounds. At this time, I need a motion for regular meeting minutes from April 29th. Thank you, Maria.
Second.
Second by Naomi. Any questions on the minutes? Roll call.
Ms. Beebe.
Yes.
Ms. Davey.
Abstain. I wasn't here.
Yes.
Ms. Davidson.
Yes.
Mr. Lego.
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien.
Yes.
Ms. Sams.
Yes.
Ms. Warner.
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella. Ms.
Yes.
Spalding.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Are you standing in? I was like,
No, I was just trying to prove that I was correct. That's all. All right, we have presentations, Mr. Iannucci.
Absolutely. We have the Bolt Science Department. Miss Daly Shriver, is that you? I
Hello.
used to be a part of the Bolt Science Department
Yes.
a long time ago.
I remember
Thanks for
that.
coming. We appreciate that. Mr. Peely,
No, I'm gonna let Shriver introduce him. Just get a perfect at the end.
thanks for everybody for coming.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Schreiber. I'm here on behalf of Ms. Massing to talk a little bit about a contest that the 8th graders participated in this year. And I also wanted to introduce our presenter this evening, Ms. Danielle Farrell. Ms. Farrell is here tonight to recognize some of our outstanding 8th grade science students. They participated in a contest recently. I'm going to ask you to describe the program a little bit.
All right, so thank you. I am here representing the New Jersey Water Environment Association. It's an organization that has a fun and interactive program for 8th grade students throughout the state through our north, central, and south sections. We come in and we teach students, introduce them to community infrastructure, and teach them about water and wastewater treatment and how it affects their life. So the Bowl School has been a wonderful collaborator with us over the past several years, where after we do our presentation, there is an essay opportunity that all students throughout the state are allowed to participate in to creatively respond with what they heard and engage with through that presentation. And the Bowl students are very successful in their writing, in the writing style, in retaining the information and sharing that back with us.
So like Ms. Farrell said, the essay was a 750-word creative essay that highlights the water treatment process and what they learned during the presentation. Their essays were submitted to the New Jersey Water Environment Association, and a panel selected 4 outstanding winners. In addition, a 5th student was chosen to travel to Atlantic City last week, and he read his essay during the NJWEA conference. Tonight, we're proud to recognize these students for their creativity, their writing skills, and their thoughtful understanding of this important topic.
So if it's okay, we present awards in the South section, and then the winners of the South section then get evaluated statewide as well. So if I can start with, we had a section runner-up, and what we do is we give a certificate as well as cash or check, award. So I want to recognize one of our our section runner-ups who could not make it tonight is Jason Oliveri. Another runner-up for our South section is Marco Danell.
No.
Marco is here.
Not Mark.
Quick picture.
Say your name. Our South section, we have a second place South section winner, and that's Jason Boyle, or I'm sorry, Landon Boyle. Landon actually received 2 awards as the South section second place winner. He was also a statewide runner-up. Then we have another South section runner-up, and that is Maya Flores.
Got it?
And then, okay, do you have any family members want to get pictures? We're going to put one on Facebook, but if you want to get pictures, feel free, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Congratulations. And thank you both for coming out to present our award winners tonight. We appreciate it. Yes, nice to see you again. And we won't be offended if anyone here wants to get ahead of this and leave before the monsoon really hits. We will not be offended in any way. If we carry on with the meeting and you want to go, it's okay. We won't be offended. Congratulations again. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you. Congrats again.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Mr. Schreiber. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That was lovely. Thank you.
And Mr. Brad.
Our students have been successful with that for quite a few years, so that's awesome. Great. There's no correspondence.
We do have quick correspondence. Congratulations to Naomi Davidson, who at the spring award ceremony got her 20-year certificate and the school awards. We also received, this is like really ahead of the times for New Jersey School Board, so this is impressive. Samantha Sampolsky Spalding also received her 20-year. Angel Beebe received her 15-year award. And Maria Panzarella also received her 15-year award.
Let me talk into this 15 years ago.
We're 5 years behind.
We're usually 5 to 7. 10 years, exactly, I
10-year
said
pins
that.
came
That's
out
why
last
we're
year,
very
so
excited that they're on the ball.
It's a new regime, we like this.
I
It's
am
all good.
seriously, I seriously,
I
go
have a
ahead.
little story though.
Go ahead, let's hear
I
it.
don't really embarrass Samantha, but I remember she was elected board president when Mr. Beta was the board president, like after he went out, you were elected. And I remember that you were pregnant with Sammy.
Oh, I was pregnant, yes. Well, you guys had a cake for me in Mr.
Yes.
Sweeney's office.
Yes, I remember that,
I remember
yes.
that.
It's on my first big memory.
Yeah.
First excitement.
Yeah, I
And
remember that too. It was a big, yes,
Yeah.
yes, I remember
Now we're
that.
grandparents.
Yes, now we're grandparents.
Exciting
That's the
times.
best role we ever could be because the kids
Yes.
can go wherever. But the grandkids, you can stay. We played hockey yesterday. Okay. So thank you, Dr. McCarron. No other correspondence, so public comments on any, does anyone in the public have any comments or questions on anything on the agenda at this time? Any agenda question? No? Okay, then we will move along then to Mr. Amici.
Thanks for everybody for coming tonight. A couple of things this month, District Hall is still steady. Programming for next year is obviously ongoing. Right now, we're closing up shop this summer programming, trying to get the staff finalized and everything else. That information is posted. Again, the summer camp runs June 22nd to August 7th this year. That will take place at Bingham School due to renovations here at Waltz. The program will be closed on July 3rd for the observance of Independence Day. Extended school year program, also at Bingham School, July 6th through August 6th. Staff assignments, transportation, coordination, and program are currently underway. If the transportation goes smoothly, it's maybe something that's, yeah, it's a little different for the summer, so we try to get ahead of it, but we can put that stuff out there, let parents know when buses are coming and returning and everything else. Testing update, I'm sure Dr. McCarron will talk a little bit more in his report. No major hiccups or issues to report. There's always some glitches in technology, but nothing that shut us down, so we can punch away for another day. So I appreciate all the staff and testing coordinators and the teachers for working on that. Staff recommendations for renewal are on this agenda tonight. We do have some more interviews coming up in the future that will probably be on the June 10th meeting, as well as one in July and August. We'll have some more persons in there. We have had some very good interviews for some of the open jobs lately. I know Ms. Yazzi's been working this week on getting some paraprofessionals hired, which is a good job recruiting some people for that, so we're excited. So add that to the list as well. Last month, there was a parent concern regarding HIV protocols and procedures. I did, thank you to the personnel committee that with me today. We did review some of those procedures and policies. I also met with, I almost called you Dr. Maloney. I almost gave you a doctor.
Congratulations.
Policy and Public Relations Committee. Let's talk about procedures and what was going on. As I told them, we did review with Mr. Maloney as well as the HIV specialist in the school, the investigation and process checklist that was over. We gave them a 2-page document that we use internally to go over some of that stuff. I did speak with the parent that evening as well as several days after that regarding her concerns and what seemed to happen in miscommunication. I was totally honest with her after I reviewed the process. A form is typically sent out to parents the day, 2 days after, within 5 days of the board meeting, letting them know that the board received the report. That report was never sent. It was confirmed verbally, but it was never sent home to the parent. That has my name at the bottom of it, so I took accountability for that because it wasn't sent. I don't know why it wasn't sent. It was the only one that month that wasn't sent. So I did send it to them after that. Again, this happened back in November, so just trying to be honest and transparent. I have nothing to hide. Still don't have anything to hide. But I do apologize for that. But it did make me reconsider some of the procedures we have in place. So we created an internal Google document. We'll be able to review this 2-page document, and whoever's filling it out, whether it be the HIV specialist, the building principal, myself, any administrative assistants. So we don't have that happening again. So I do appreciate the feedback from the parent, and we'll be working with them with any other concerns that they have. So that's all I have for you at this time. If you have any questions, one you were going to remind them about.
Yep, I just wanted to remind everyone, and I hate to give you a deadline because I know we're all so busy. But Dr. McCarron, I know reminded you guys yesterday. I'm going to ask because after everyone's done Mark's evaluation, I have to compile it and put it on one document, and then we have to approve it in the June meeting, and the June meeting is the 10th. So I'm going to ask by next Friday, the 29th, if you have his evaluation done. If you have any questions, I can help you. Dr. McCarron can also help you. But if you need me confidentially to help you, I also can walk you through the process. But it's important that every board member does it because when that happens, we get points, all of our points for QSAC. So in the past, long time ago, not everyone did it and we didn't get them points. So it's been a board goal of ours to make sure that everyone does that. So I'm going to ask if everyone can do it. It doesn't take that long. By the 29th, next Friday. And if you have any questions or issues with that, just give me a shout out. Any other questions for Mr. Iannucci? No? All right, Dr. McCann?
As Ms. Charles said, we have wrapped up state assessment testing, finishing up all of our makeup testing. I do want to thank our school counselors, Mr. Leto, Mr. Bernor, for all of their help with testing. Of course, all of our staff members for being as flexible as they need to be when it comes to implementing a new program. This year was a new system. It was the New Jersey SLA Adaptive. So it was a new platform. So, teachers had to learn that, as did the testing coordinators as we went through that process. It did go smoothly. We did not really have issues. We had one issue that I had to call the state for, but that was fixed and revised quickly. So we were all good with that. Our budget is loaded and set for 26-27. Purchase orders are already coming in, making sure that all contracts are in place for the next year. As you can see, of course, last month, this month are all really heavy when it comes to approving contracts and making sure all those things are in place. This evening, you will see a agreement was, memorandum of agreement was agreed to, and the union, the Runnemede Education Association, did ratify the contract, so that's huge. Of course, from the business office side, we always want to have that completed prior to July 1 to ensure the fact that everything is up and running for the new year. The office right now is currently in full swing with open enrollment and making sure that we have everything going for July 1st. Summer camp, I said I woke up at like 3 a.m. the other morning having nightmares. I texted Miss Yazzie, I think by 7, being like, everything this summer is at Bingham, which gives me some anxiety, I'm not gonna lie.
Me too.
I started because
too.
my staff members started saying they wanted to work in the summer, and then I started counting. And then I started thinking like, wait, how many staff members are normally in Bingham? And then I'm like, what rooms am I putting people in? And then I'm like, we need to go through the building and make sure everything's fine. So if you say like, hey Sean, I haven't seen a lot of advertisements about summer camp, you're right, you haven't. I'm not really, it's there if people are interested, but I'm not really pushing it. If I get, right now I think we're at 56, usually we're at like 110. I'm good with 56, I'm fine with that. We will be utilizing Harry Williams here and there as like a field trip type of activity. We'll be going to Green Acres. We will still be able to use the fields at Bowles. So we will be trying to move people around and shift them. We have identified what rooms we're using for ESY. Title I has gone out to many families, a lot less families than we have in the past. It's only as needed. Of course, if a family requests Title I, we're not denying them. However, we're also not pushing and promoting as much as we have in the past. So we're gonna be good. I used Miss Yazzie's whiteboard in her office, and I started feverishly writing in different colors who's going in what room, where everything's gonna be. I feel slightly better, but it's gonna be good. I'm excited. It's fine. I'm excited. Everyone's really excited.
He was asleep by 3 o'clock.
HMH materials have come in. That's our new K-5 program for English language arts. We started scheduling out what professional development will look like. That will be going on throughout next year. Teachers have already started looking at some of the materials. I know that our MTSS individuals have started looking as far as how that's going to be implemented. What does Tier 2, what does Tier 3 look like for our students? And then, of course, working with our special education teachers as well in terms of how they'll be using it. And really outlining, like, what programs do we have for ELA, what programs do we have for math. Math is what we will be looking at for next year as well. We are up for Envisions. I don't have as many teachers complaining about Envisions as I did about FMP Classroom. So we will see we will review other programs, but we'll see where that takes us. That's all I have.
Any questions for Dr. McCarron? Thank you, Dr. McCarron. District reports, any questions there on the principals, nurses, building and grounds, or special education reports? No. PTA had their amazing basket auction, so I saw pictures, everything looked fabulous as usual. We're very, very fortunate to have, a really awesome PTA, so thank you to those who helped out there. Any committee report updates, policy and personnel? I know you guys met. Anything to update, really? No? Okay, all right. Any other Camden County Ed Services? Kind of just, everyone's so busy right now. New Jersey School Board?
The only thing I have is on May 30th, it's a Saturday, a Zoom meeting, the state legislative committee, which I'm on, they called it a Zoom meeting, and I believe we'll be hearing the Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey speak. So I just have to work some glitches out with my schedule. I just was notified this week. Coming up.
Did anybody go to delegate assembly?
That was Saturday.
I know, did anyone go?
No.
I'm not the delegate, I didn't.
I was never the delegate.
Anyone could go.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought we did delegate.
absolutely not.
Anyone could go.
I didn't know.
No.
When it was Zoom, I would go a lot.
Yes. It's a little different. Little different. Little
I
different.
went
Little
once in
different.
person for COVID, and I decided to never go
Yes, it was a little interesting though. It was a little, I was
It
like,
was on the last Zoom one when the county college got evacuated.
oh,
That's why,
fun.
yeah, it was a crisis.
All right, if we have nothing there, then we'll go to new business. Property and transportation, we need a motion to approve items 1 through 4. And just so you know, that's what I was looking at earlier, there's a lot of things that were added, so if you need to take a second, that's okay. 1 through 4.
I'll make the motion to approve items 1 through 4.
Motion made by Lindsay, seconded by Barbie. Any questions there? Roll call?
Ms. Beebe? Ms. Davy?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Sams?
Yes.
Ms. Warner?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella? Ms.
Yes.
Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Personnel, like Dr. McCarron said, this is the big one, so trying to look, some things were added at the end there, so we need a motion. Well,
1 through 32.
going through what?
32.
Yeah, we don't have that.
We don't have a
This is
32.
all messed up.
We have a 31.
It goes 31 and then
And
A.
then it skips.
And then it
And then
skips.
5.
See, I told you guys I wasn't goofy. We're missing something.
The number 32, chances are, is missing.
It goes,
Yeah, because his is,
it's skip, it's like, skip page 11. It's skip page 10.
page 10. Oh, page
Anybody
10.
burn the copies? Sean?
We got the printout before it's.
Sean?
Yeah.
Can we go to copy 10?
I can pull it up also.
Oh, we're
15.
gonna get it on the screen.
Yeah, page 10 is, skip 9.
We're getting ready to have it.
Oh, yeah, we are missing.
Big screen.
We just need page 10.
Very important.
Steve, you know, we just need page 10?
Yes.
That's all you got? Okay.
We almost tripped you up there, Mr. Peter.
On a personal note, I just want to say, I just shredded 10 years worth of back school board paper agendas. Why am I saying these? It was kind of like nice to go through them and remember people that have come and gone, but like on one of those winter days, you know, I used my shredder, I just, like 10 years of it. You know,
That's
to
a
get
lot.
them in person, they were delivered to us by one of the board
And a
secretaries.
They used to be delivered to
Yes.
us, so you're
Mrs.
being,
Barker,
yeah, Mrs. Barker.
back in the day, you and Pat Wilson,
Yes.
dropping off
Yeah.
big yellow envelopes in your door.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Absolutely.
I remember that too.
That's when I started, they used to set it all up in the conference room, and it used to be a factory line, where you would have to pick every single
And all,
document
make
that would
sure
go in
because
the
it's
packet.
confidential.
Yeah.
You're gonna be.
So item number 32
Or
is
leave
just
your
something
envelope.
to look.
Your Christmas
And
tree looks
that's already
nice.
current employees.
Am I wrong?
Those are the days.
And then finance though is,
I'm gonna pull that up next.
okay, all right, so if you see, we have 1 to 31, 32 is employees that are current employees as summer custodian workers. So that's 1 to 32. So we can make a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to approve items 1 to
32, okay.
Second?
Motion made by Barbie, seconded by Naomi. Any questions there?
Thank you so much for doing this.
Roll call.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davy?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Thank
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Sams?
Yes.
Ms. Warner?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes. Really slacking today, guys. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't mind
This
telling
is
you
like
when you
very,
slack.
I don't know what's wrong. Am I addicted to heat? Like, I'm not really sure what's happening. I apologize. Like,
See, and he thought it was me.
this? Well, no, I thought I was like, what's
He
wrong?
thought it was me.
I thought you were having like an attack over there in the beginning. I'm like, what's wrong? Is she okay?
There's stuff wrong on that front page. I have my red pen, don't worry. Finance, I need a motion to approve items 1 through 13, so that's 10 and 11 now.
I'll make that motion for finance on 10 to 13.
Thank you, Dennis. Seconded by Angel. Roll call. Dennis and Angel there.
Got it.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davy?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Sams?
Yes.
Ms. Warner?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Nothing for curriculum. Under policy and public relations, I need a motion to approve items 1 to 3. It goes from 11 to 12 there. It's just some new policies to be updated.
I'll make a motion to approve
Yep.
items 1 through 3.
I'll second.
Motion made by Lindsay, seconded by Maria. Any questions there? Roll call.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Ms. Davy?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Samms?
Yes.
Ms. Warner?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella? Ms.
Yes.
Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
At this time, we're open for public comment on any non-agenda items. Any public comment at this time? If there is none, there's no need for executive session tonight. Our next board meeting is going to be on June 10th here at 6:30. Reminder to the board to please have your CSA eval done by next Friday, the 29th. I need a motion to adjourn.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
for those that will be in town this weekend, consider attending the borough's Memorial Day services, which are at 11. The VFWs are following at 1, and there are refreshments and things provided, but the boroughs to accommodate is at 11, and you can see the new stage.
It's always been that way. My dad won't change his. So they have their thing. So the Barrows is up at the gazebo area of the Harry Williams at 11. The VFW is at the VFW. We have a memorial for lost members and such. So, and that's there, and everyone's always welcome there. That's at 1 o'clock with refreshments inside afterwards. Yeah. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Maria,
Second.
second by Barbie. All in favor?
Yeah, thanks for
Ayes have it. Yeah.
Thanks for